Okay, so this is part two, and I've moved. I'm just grabbing as I go along, as I have them stacked in not really any order. But I did skip over some that I have in that were mixed in with the studio albums that I'll go back and show. But I've moved on to live albums. Okay, obviously this is live Decade of Aggression, released in '91. This is the standard version on vinyl, and the book is included. I believe I put it in the jacket. Yeah. There's so it's longer and not as thick compared to the CD version, obviously. Um, so that's that one. And I have another version of this album, in addition to the Vinyl Conflict version, which does not include the booklet. Curiously, definitely wish they would have included it. And a lot of people that have the Vinyl Conflict as their only copies of Slayer records on vinyl also mention that. So it isn't just me, and it looks like, yay, you're going to go in this time. Okay. Alright. So that's one version. This is the special edition version. I'll pull the jacket out so you can see it better. Same cover, obviously, same material. But this is the edition that was limited to, and if you can see it, there. Yeah, this is the edition that was limited to 6,500 copies. And you can still find these occasionally on eBay, but they're getting increasingly harder to find, because they're. But this record, as a whole on vinyl, is difficult to find. Now it's a little bit easier, obviously, because they're selling the reissued Vinyl Conflict version more and more. Those are popping up, and those do not have the booklet. But for the longest time, you find this album from sellers in South America and a bunch of other places, and very hard to find. I've been lucky and found almost all my entire Slayer collection from sellers in the States, which is fortunate as far as shipping and all of that. But here's the booklet, same booklet. The only difference between the special edition limited version and the version I just showed you, if I can get this to go back in, nope, messing it up, there, is the inner sleeves. And I don't know how well I will be able to show you the actual sleeves, but obviously the one difference is the color. They're black, but the other thing is these are actually lined with plastic on the inside, which is really cool, because you get both of them. You get both ways of doing it. There's one of the albums, and so that's really, really cool. Because it saves on, obviously the paper ones fit better, and the plastic protect better. So that's really cool for that. And good luck finding this version. I paid a pretty penny. I've seen this album actually, the originals, of course. Booklet included goes high for as $100. Um, so it's, I wouldn't necessarily call these rare, hard to find, anything like that, but they're somewhat challenging. And with the arrival of the practice of selling the re-released issues, it affects the values of of the originals, but they still seem to be getting a lot of money for them. Okay, that's part 2, and we'll continue on. Stay tuned.